the destination at all in your lifetime. So choosing the right career is very, very important. Okay, I will just discuss with you what are the different careers that you can choose. Okay, different job profiles that are available in the market today to the mechanical engineers. And one more thing is that you are very lucky. I think I suppose that all the students and the teachers who are listening to me, I suppose that they are mechanical engineers. So you have taken the mechanical engineering, and I assume that by now you will be feeling, oh, I have taken a very good course. Okay, you feel that, and of course I too felt the same thing, and it is the best subject when I compare to the other subjects. It is the best. Okay, and why? Because in every company, whatever the company you go, definitely there will be some machines. Okay, definitely there will be some machines. If not, if you go to the IT, still there also mechanical students, they are being recruited, isn't it or not? So everywhere, only very, 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 very few places we are not going to have that opportunities. Okay, like we cannot do the doctor. Okay, after BTech, somebody they due to passion they have done MBBS also. That is the different case. Okay, so you cannot take a profession of doctor. You cannot take a profession of lawyer, something like that. But rest of the things, after the BTech degree, you have plenty of opportunities. Plenty. You cannot think. Okay, it's beyond your imagination, even my imagination. Okay, even after since I have taken this mechanical engineering almost 18 years from now, I have been studying. I'm taking since I have joined my mechanical BTech. From that time until now, I feel there is a lot of changes in the companies, in the industries, the colleges, everywhere I have noticed. So after my BTech, when I have first completed, let me tell you something. Why? Because I wanted to tell you the importance of mechanical engineering, how it was, how is it today, and how it will be in future. Let me finish this and I will go into the topic. So when I finished my BTech in the year 2008, there were a lot of opportunities because in Andhra Pradesh especially, there were very few mechanical engineers. So there was a lot of job opportunities for mechanical engineers. But later, when the number of colleges increased and when the colleges incorporated these mechanical engineering branches in their colleges, what happened? The number of students coming out has increased drastically. And though thus the demand has not decreased, but it has saturated. Okay, now the situation is like that. But I have read recently in an article, okay, stating that there will be in the near future, again there will be an increase of 4%, nearly 4% in the global market of the mechanical engineers, especially mechanical engineers. There will be a demand, drastic demand. Though now it is looking like that, and you should not get panicked to everything you hear, you see. Okay, everything you should understand is whatever we do, we will get a job. You don't have to worry. Okay, at the end of the day, whatever we do, it's to get a job, right? Okay, so today, before I came to Oman, now I work in Oman in a college, University of Technology and Applied Sciences, Salalah. And here, since 8 years I'm here. This is 8 years by this semester. This will complete 8 years. So before that, I worked in other countries, where it is in Saudi. When I worked in Saudi, I worked as a mechanical engineer. So maintenance mechanical engineer for heavy equipment. So heavy equipment means maybe you know bulldozer, assault paver, excavators. Okay, like these things. Okay, I was a maintenance engineer. I have to check some certain things. Okay, some oil levels, that different things we have to check. When I was there, some departments will be there. Maintenance engineer, this is only not only for heavy equipment, maybe small car, big car, trucks. We have to check. Many things will be there, many parameters. We will be given some checklist. We have to go through those checklists. So I worked there for the beginning. It was very difficult for me, and they asked, in India, I studied in India, in Andhra Pradesh. Our labs. Okay, we are very much interested in marks, not in learning the practical skills, isn't it or not? So when I went to Saudi, my chief engineer, he asked me, okay, you are a new recruiter here. You have to go and work with the engines, everything. He told me. Then I told, no, I'm an engineer. How can I work those things? That maybe the diploma students or some other students, they will work. Why I should work? I told him, because I was appointed as an engineer, right? Why you are asking me to do that? When I asked him that question, he told me just one thing. You take your degree, you make a frame and put it in your house and go and sit in your house. You're not an engineer. You should have, if you are telling yourself as engineer, you should have a basic minimum skills. Okay, so my first emphasis for you all is to learn practical skills. Enough is enough of theory. Okay, theory is important to get through the exams, but to get through your career, it's of no use if you are especially planning to the core side. It was my experience in Saudi. So I was there for 6 months and I felt, okay, it's not my cup of tea. And then I came back from there. So after that, I strongly believed, okay, no, it's not going to be my career. I cannot be doing those things, maintenance things. I'm not to that. Why? Because if I tell you one thing, you will be surprised. Because I don't know why I took mechanical engineering at the first point. When I started after my MSET, I don't know why I took a mechanical engineering, because I have no idea what mechanical engineering is. After my completion only, I came to know what is mechanical engineering. At every step, I came to know. So I don't know to choose the career also. So I felt maybe I can guide you now, because as of now, I have enough experience in the field as well as in the college. We have dealt so many different kinds of students, okay, different people, okay, who ask us for guidance. Okay, I have seen simple things. Some students, some parents, they actually are very much interested in their children's future career, and they plan for their career from very young age. But as I will tell you one thing, nothing is late. Okay, better late than never. So still, if you have that zeal with you, you can start from now also. Okay, so my first number one point is, why select a proper career? When I was in Saudi, I decided, no, this is not going to work. So I have to choose. I was interested in teaching. So let me go back to India and join in teaching field. Like that I felt. Then again, I came to India. I worked there for 2 years. And then after that, I came back to Oman, because I was getting some opportunity. Constantly I was doing some in the internet. I was searching for jobs. Luckily, I got here. And from then, I'm happily here. So first of all, you should think what suits you most. Okay, so career guidance is the process of helping people to choose a career development in making and implementing informed educational and occupational choices. And after you choose a career, every day we have to develop ourselves. Okay, it's not that already I have, suppose some students who have already passed out, for them what they think, okay, today I have done. Okay. No, every day is a new day. Every day we have to learn something. And during this pandemic, we are forced to give the online classes with zero experience, zero knowledge of the softwares which we were using. Today we use Microsoft Teams to do the presentations to the students, and we do recording, and the students can return back and they can download those recordings. So many things are there now. We are new to that. So it's a process, everyday process. So career, you have to go every day, okay? You have to learn. It's an ongoing process of gaining knowledge, because my teacher used to tell, Professor Dorai sir, English professor, he told me, knowledge is an industry which every bit of learning is a fuel. So every day you learn, it will help you definitely. And the main drawback of the students is they don't know what to do actually. They don't have proper guidance. And they don't know themselves. You have to know yourself, okay? That's what today I'm going to tell you. Okay, so let me tell you what is career. Okay, this is something like your profession, choosing a profession, occupation, or vocation, the different names of that, okay? So it's for living. We do it for living, okay? Even a diploma student, even a 10th class student, even a degree holder, everybody, they do something for their living. Anything which they do, okay, for their living, to earn money, is called a career. So approximately, if I calculate, around 30 years if you work, or 30 to 40 years if you work, per day 8 hours, okay, around 100,000 hours of your life you work into your career. So choose a job or profession which you enjoy the most, where you can be very happy. You can do it with happiness, and the result ultimately will be superb, fantastic, fabulous. If you do it for money, you will not get the satisfaction. Okay, so do it for yourself, and ultimately you will get. So choosing what you like, it's not like, so suppose you can choose any career. I have done my BTech, can I go to this, can I go to that? No, you can go anywhere. You can choose any profession, okay? Sorry for the disturbance. So think, how do you want to see yourself? How do you want to see yourself? So in the interviews, when I was doing my BTech, in the third year, they used to do that campus recruitments. Even now, I think there are recruitments going on. In the third year itself, they will do that campus recruitments. Okay, that time they will ask you, what do you want to be after 10 years? What do you want to be after 5 years? Okay, this is what is a long-term goal. You have to choose that. That is very important. It can be either curricular side or extracurricular side. The curriculum side, like you can be a mechanical engineer or some other software engineer. Okay, you can be of any engineer, mechanical, software. Okay, you cannot be civil. Okay, you can, but here I will tell you. I can tell you, my friends who work here in Oman, some of my friends, mechanical engineers, are doing even as civil engineers also, due to lack of staff. It's not that I have done mechanical, only I can do mechanical. No, everyone can do any job. Okay, at the end of the day, we can do anything. It's how you take it. Understand? So the most difficult thing, what is that? To know yourself. Okay, so you have to know what would you do. Okay, what do you want to do? Okay, in choosing a career, what career will suit me? Like that, you have to think. So You have to be creative, innovative. All these are the similar words, okay, synonyms, okay. So you should have this.
చాలా లేస్తుంది ఇంట్లో ఉన్నాడు.
So maybe I don't want to bore things. Okay, I will make things simple. So during this pandemic, so many people have lost their jobs, but still many people are earning a very good salaries still. Okay, so what I am trying to tell you is, those who want to look yourself, maybe you would have chosen something wrong until now. Your thoughts would have been something different, but now you can stop that. Think of yourself, reinvent yourself, a new you. Okay, try to. If you are not where you want to be, do not quit. Instead, reinvent yourself and change your habits. Because they say that if you cannot change the situation, you are forced to change yourself. Okay, so sometimes here's many points. No, it's so many points. Whatever I have collected, these things I have drafted here. Many things. No, it's a lesson to me also. It's not that I'm telling you that I'm perfect and 100% I'm following this. No. Nobody is 100%. Luck will always be there for some people, definitely. Okay. Albert Einstein once said that it is insane to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Some people is doing the same thing every day, but he want to become something else. No, it's insane. Okay. So the main thing is, you should not restrict yourself. Okay, I am this, can do only this. No, you always have to learn new skills, take up new challenges, never be in comfort zone. Anywhere, wherever you are, try to give your best. You know one thing, what that is, when I come here, sometimes no, I don't even have time, because our timing will be, in India we have lunch break, right? Interval, lunch break, like that. No, here, no, we don't have that. Continuously, I may have class from 2 o'clock to 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, like that. 2 hours continuously I may have. Sometimes I may have 6 hours continuously in one day. And one day I may have no class at all. Okay? Sometimes I will go and ask that my head, why you have put like this timetable? Why you are irritating me like that? When I ask him, he will tell only one thing. Sir, here, we are all here. They are paying us. This is your timing. You are supposed to be for 7 hours in college. Okay? Whatever the work is given to you, you have to do that. You have to do your best. You cannot deny that. Okay? You cannot be in the comfort zone. No, I can do like this, I can do like, no. If you can do like that, you go at home, you be at home, better you be at home. Okay? We don't need you. They tell. We are not running charities. They are telling like that. Okay, that is. So this one maybe for I don't want to make things okay. So I have just put some names or some gifs. Okay, and people should know you. You are one amongst so many billions of population in the world. And you should have your identity. How do you do to get that? You should have, nowadays, from very long time it is there, LinkedIn. Okay. So in that you can create a profile of yours. Okay. And there, people who search for the talented people, they will search, okay, from that, and they will choose you. Okay. And also, what I have observed, I am telling you. Okay, they asked me to guide. Okay, so from my experience, I will share some things. Okay, when here and there, you don't think that okay, I think it's like myself. No, because even in the epics, Mahabharata, Ramayana, okay, again, I will come back there. Even in Quran somewhere, this is called micro learning. I will come back there also. So in that there will be short stories to make you what? To make you understand better. It will be in your mind for a long time. You know, when we were very young, when we were small kids, our parents used to tell some stories, right? You would have not forgotten that, but many things you would have forgotten. In the classes, hours together, they have told also, you would have forgot. Okay, but that stories you would have not forgot. Now that is the trend. Okay, if you are thinking that something, okay, if you are not into, if you are not getting into that career, whatever you are already there, for those who are already doing, maybe for teachers there over there, if you are thinking that maybe this profession, okay, this job, it's not giving me happy, okay, but you have to think properly, and you have to have an alternate, then you have to switch to the other job. Why? Because when I was in my pre-final third year, I got a placement in Satyam Computers, and I got a 10-page offer letter also. That time I was very arrogant. In mechanical engineering, in my college, I was the first guy who got a software job. So I was very proud and arrogant. Okay, I was not bothered of anyone. So, you know, after that, what happened? I never attended any interview. It was my first interview. I got selected in the first interview, but after that, I didn't attend any other interview. That was the biggest mistake I did. So then what happened? That company, some problem. See, I was not able to go back. And after a few months, Mahendra Satyam got it back. After that, when I was about to go there, I got a mail, but I didn't check the mail. So that something happened. So always plan B should be there. If possible, plan C, D also is recommended. If you are planning for a think of career change, always have an alternate. Every day, try to think, reinvent yourself, because it's very, very important. Because you should not get bored of what you are doing every day. It should be like a challenge every day. If you are doing the same thing, no. After some time, you get saturated. You don't want to do anything. Okay. So for this, if you want to do that, you need to build some aptitude and correct attitude also. Okay. This one I'm also planning to change my attitude, because if you ask any of my colleagues, they will tell this fellow is very angry fellow, short-tempered. They tell me like that. But Alhamdulillah, by God's grace, I'm doing good. But I'm good, not with everybody. I'm not bad with everybody. But it's my nature. Okay, I will be to the point. I don't want to do anything. Okay, whatever is given my task, I want to do that. So okay. So, but it's not good now. Okay, it's not all good. We have to change our attitude. Okay, that is very, very important nowadays. Now, the pandemic, you see, a film actor Sonu Sood. He's excellent. He's doing excellent. His attitude. Okay. So everybody cannot be like that. Okay. So we have to nowadays they are seeing some other things additional to your IQ. Some other things also they are seeing. Why I told Sonu Sood and I'm jumping somewhere, because nowadays they are seeing for EQ, not IQ, emotional quotient. They are seeing for emotional. EQ means emotional quotient. So it's very, very important nowadays. Why? Because now due to in this world, every day we have stress in the work. Students think that the easiest job is giving lecture. No, they have to do a lot of homework before they come onto the dais. It's not so easy to speak in front of 60 students. No, never. They have to do a lot of homework. Above that, They have to have a lot of files to be maintained, a lot of things to be done. Okay, so there are so many things. Nothing is easy. Okay, every day is a, we have to correct attitude will help you envision where you want to be and will put you in the right positive frame of mind to achieve success. So, emotional intelligence. Before they only test IQ. Now it's turned, not only now, it's since been from very long time, maybe approximately around 10 years back, I heard this one, emotional quotient, and especially in UPSC exams, no? If you see in the YouTube, you may be seeing, they will ask some typical questions. They will test your, how you react to the situation, how you emotionally react, because we are working with, okay, our colleagues, we have to deal with different people, we have to be diplomatic. They will check your emotional levels. Okay, so we have to have controlled emotions. Okay, we should not show extremes. Okay, we have to react according to the situation. Okay, and it is the ability to identify your own emotions and those of others to self-motivate ourselves and know how to monitor our emotions. We should have control over ourselves and those of people around you. You always see in a class or in a family, one person will be there. He will try to make everybody together. Whatever happens, okay, he will try to. That kind of nature, maybe in one day it cannot happen. You have to build it, because now different people are working. If you see in my college, you know, almost from every country they are here, from US, UK, Australia, South Africa, okay, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lankans, whatnot, many, and that too from each country, from different locations. If you take India, Kerala, Karnataka, every state, from every state people are there. You know, different places in Andhra Pradesh, we people are very lucky. We are not exposed to any of the things like religious clashes like that. We don't have. But if you go to some other places, there is something. Okay, but when you come here, different religions, different cultures, different people are there. You have to work with them. Okay, so when we work with them, we have to be balanced. No matter whatever the tensions you have at home, put it somewhere. That's all. You're not supposed. And some people, they will be expecting sympathy for them. Why? Why do you expect? No, don't expect anything from others. You have some problem, some family problem, personal problem, whatever it is, deal it yourself. Okay, and most importantly, never disclose anything personally to anyone, because you will regret in the past, future about that. Okay, and this is also the temperament. It is a fuel to attitude. Okay, we have to have good temper. Okay, it's not the movie Junior NTR movie is the temper. Okay, so you have to have this controlled temperament also. Okay, towards it helps you decide your approach towards challenges. Actually, this it will actually take you path towards success. Okay, and the main important thing is self-motivation. Nowadays, you know, if you put YouTube, you will have thousands and millions of videos there. Okay, whatever the problem you have, if you type that, you will get, and you will get some motivations, many things you will get. But don't, as I've told you, don't expect anything from others. Sometimes the worst, be prepared for the worst situation. That's what I thought, and I came to Oman. When I came here first, I was thinking, let me get prepared myself. The worst situations here, maybe I don't have anything, how I will survive? Like that mindset you have to make. At that situation, nobody will be there for you. If you are alone, you have to work yourself. You have to motivate yourself. In here in Oman, when they are doing some constructions, something else, they people, one person will be here, the other person will be maybe 500 meters or 1 kilometer, 10 kilometer, like that. Different places they will be there. Maybe some other one person will be at home. He'll be at home, but he will go occasionally to the site. He will do the site visit in a weekly once or twice, like that. Maybe one day he will go to one place, Salala, Dukun, petrochemical companies, okay, industrial, different places they will be going. So at that time, we cannot always expect the internet will be there, some other people will be there, they will guide us. No, you have to motivate yourself. This is the main thing. Because if you are lost, nobody can put you again back. It's only you who should control yourself, not the other people. It may be like I'm telling you some quotations, okay? From nowadays, before in the class we can, or some places we have that. Now in the YouTube, whenever there's online classes are there, some students they are making some disturbances, something, and they will think tell quotations like that. Okay, so it's not like quotations. Okay, you have to motivate yourself. Nobody can do that. Okay, how it's very important. Aptitude means it's nothing but aptitude, quantitative aptitude. Okay, reasoning we have, verbal, non-verbal. Okay, so many things. Along with your regular studies, you have to study, because when you go to the interviews, there will be different rounds. Like round 1, first will be aptitude, testing of aptitude. Round 2, okay, they will test maybe group discussions, debates, okay, or they may give you now they don't have time because of thousands. They are overwhelmed by this participants in the job, what we call interviews, many people, so they are overburdened. So mostly they will do maybe these group discussions, okay, then they will have this HR, okay, one-to-one interview. So the first step is what? Aptitude. You have to learn this. Okay, it's not that everything cannot be taught by the teachers, and I will bet you, if you take 8th class, 9th class, 10th class maths textbooks, okay, textbooks of CBSE Central Board textbooks, it will be more than enough. Okay, it will be more than enough to get practice. Only the problems of ages, okay, so many other questions, okay, that the pipes and cisterns, okay, many questions are just from that. Okay, if you go back, we have already studied, but we have not revised it. That's it. If you go once, you don't think, okay, now I am an engineer, I want to study only the other level books. No, it's nothing wrong if you go back, pick up the school books, go through them, master them. Okay, that's because you don't know, there the concepts will be taught very simply. If you take the thermal concepts, we have studied even in intermediate, class 11, 12, like that. Okay, you see the textbooks, the way they teach, it will be simple. Okay, of course, we have so many textbooks which the concepts are very clear. What I'm trying to tell you is, always try to go to the core. Okay, what we have to learn. Learning, this nobody can help. Only thing, see, I will not give 100% to only textbook learning. No, that is of no use. I will tell you, because if you have practical knowledge, automatically, inevitably, you will get the theoretical knowledge. See, I am a mechanical engineer. My brother is having 2 lorries. He is a owner of 2 lorries. Okay, he does a transport business, and he was asking me so many questions about these IC engines. Okay, what is the piston? What is the crank? What is that? This. So I was trying to tell whatever I know. Okay, because you know we are not that much used to that. So of course we know most of the things we know. We have seen, we have touched them, we have worked, we have assembled them in our IC engines lab also. Okay, once, twice we would have done that. So after that, okay, we have left it. But he is also good at that. What is the difference between you and a layman? There should be something different, right? Yes. I will tell you one best example. Here, I work with one of my colleague. I'm very, very blessed to work with him. Very honored because he's such a talented one. Why I'm telling you this example? Because I want to give some lesson from this. He is from Philippines. Okay, he is a master. In the sense, he is a bachelor's person only in mechanical only, and masters he did in some other stream. Okay, some other stream, and PhD he did in some other stream. But when coming to the skills, he always tells me one thing: how they teach in the Philippines. And I felt why I didn't go there and why I didn't study there. I felt bad for that. But don't worry, in India also you can do this. I will tell you how that also. That will help you like anything. Why I'm telling you? Because he is almost my father's age. He is 69, 70, like that, his age. You know, here there is a drastic Omanization in the sense, all the jobs. I'm working in a government college. Okay, this is university is a ministry. Okay, under ministry I'm working. So they want in the government sector to be replaced by the Omanis. And there is a strict rule that everybody at the age of 60, nobody should be there. Even Omanis are not allowed to be working after 60. But this fellow, okay, fellow means you don't think it's a bad word, okay? It's a good word, okay? He works from 8 to 6 every day. But I don't work, okay? If I come 8, I will go by 3. I will be seeing my watch, okay? If I come 9, I will go by 4, like that. Any 7 hours. We have to be 7 hours in the college. If I come 10, I will be up to 5. But every day he will come 8, 9, like that. Until he finishes the job, he will finish and then he will go. He will do some TRC projects. The research council, you know, they are giving some projects, the TRC research, you know. He is doing that research projects. Recently now, this week also he was doing that making of petrol, diesel or crude oil from the plastic waste. Waste plastic we throw, right? Actually the plastic is from petrochemicals. Okay, so this again reverse engineering. What they do, they melt it, they do some processing, and then again they are bringing it back the crude oil from it. Okay, you know the dangerous effects of this plastic, no? So they don't want to do that. So they are planning like this. They are planning to do this way. So this is his reason. So every day he will do something. And I asked him how you are mastered your work means. He will tell me in Philippines how they teach is, if he goes in his college days, how he studied. I'm telling you, if he goes to suppose a welding lab, if he wants to learn about welding, what he will do? He will do the welding right from 8 to 4, only welding. He will do continuously welding, and the raw material they have to bring themselves there. Okay, whatever the raw material, whatever the things they want, they have to get. And the teacher who scrutinizes, who what we say, the observer, whoever is there, what he will do? He will see that he will give him the next experiment only if he masters that skill. If he is not able to do in one experiment, they will be given 8 hours. So if he is completed and he will check, okay, he will try, practice. At the end of the day, his job, the work is the finished product. If it is perfect, then they can go for the second experiment. Like this is how they have learned in their college days. So what I'm trying to tell you is, so don't expect everything to be taught by the teachers and everything to be learned in the college. No, that's, you have to change that. There is more. Okay, you have to go somewhere else. You go to the workshop. You don't feel shy. You don't have to, okay, think otherwise. Okay, nothing wrong. You go there. If you are interested, I'm telling you, if you are interested in welding technology, you go there. You work. If you are interested in lathe, you go to the persons. You know, some industrial areas will be there. Some persons, they will be doing only lathe machine. Some persons, they only do arc welding. Some, they only do gas welding. So you give time. In your each semester gap, you have at least maybe 15 to 30 days. A semester break will be there, 15 days or 30 days. That, okay, you master the skills. You go there. You tell him, sir, I want to learn. I will help you. I will be like a helper. You go, nothing wrong. So if you have the skills, see, even at 69, they are not removing him from the job. So many people are losing their jobs, but he is not losing his job. The only difference is he is having mastered his talent, skills. Okay, maybe some. So it's not that only that. You can go to the other side, designing side also. Like you can learn software. So you know that. Okay, maybe behind me I can show you. You can see that CNC machines are there. You can learn that also, but here and then we cannot see that. Okay, you can learn artificial intelligence. Okay, you can do what not. You can do anything. Now, before we have only restricted to few things, but now due to this YouTube, many things we can learn online. You can learn so many softwares. Before MATLAB was there, now Python. So every day there is a upgrade is there. Okay, try to know what is happening around you. Okay, you talk with your friends who are in the computer science engineering. Try to learn what is the best softwares they are learning, the current market, and you think always how we can apply this in our mechanical engineering, because this is what we want, the creativity. Okay, so this is my experience, from my experience, what I have learned. Okay, I'm telling you. Okay, acquire skills for the job you want. Okay, you know, first you should know what you want. Okay, then only you can decide. You can you decide what you want to become, then you have to work on that. That's all. If you master, definitely. And here one more example I will tell you. Here in Salala, whenever my car gets problem, I go to a mechanic. He's a Keralite. He and his son, they do only radiator maintenance. And you don't believe, okay, they earn 3,000 to 4,000 Omani Riyal, around 6 lakhs to 7 lakhs per month. They are just doing only a part. So what I will tell you is, there is so many things in the world. We cannot learn everything. Learn something of that everything, and everything of that something. Whatever you have chosen, that small thing, but you have to go dive into it. You have to master that skills, and you should be the best amongst others. That's the only thing. Then only nobody can touch you. Nobody. See, others can easily be replaced. The person who is skilled, no, there is no replacement as of now. I have not seen. Since my 8 years here in Oman, I have not seen anyone like him. And in my mechanical engineering, if I talk about the same Philippines in some other sections, in computers, in electrical, they have mastered even in that fields. Why? Because when they finish their degree, if they want to go for a job, again they have some test. Okay, so they have to clear that test. It's not so easy. It is very, very tough test. Then only they will go. They can apply for jobs in the other countries or anywhere. Okay, that is the thing. So their background was different, but today they are doing robotics, mechatronics. Okay, different things they are doing. And I will tell you, Philippines will not teach. They will never teach you. Okay, in front of, if anything maintenance problem, no, they will tell, okay, I will fix it. If I tell, sir, some problem is here, can you fix it? Okay, sir, I will do it. I am now busy, I will fix that. And what, you go and come, in a few minutes, it will be done. And if you ask, no, they will not tell. But I'm lucky that I told you, my friend Armando, he is from Philippines. He will teach me like a KG student. He will teach me like anything, how to hold. I have seen, I was, oh, wow, like that, everything. Whenever I learn something, whenever I develop, no, this is the uh, feeling I felt, because you feel happy when you learn what you have studied. Complete your learning by developing the skills. Okay, for all these things are skills in the sense, not only, okay, this, okay, we have many things. Okay, you need skills. Okay, so for the next decade, what are the things for the next decade? You'll be thinking, what next? So, in the lockdown, everybody, due to the Geo in India and some other networks, but here the network is very costly here. Mobile internet, no, here very costly. Luckily, we have Wi-Fi everywhere, so we are blessed. Okay, but the data every day, lots of data is getting generated. Okay, but humanity has far exceeded even the most generous predictions. Okay, they predicted something, but they have exceeded all those predictions. And today, every day, 2.5 quintillion bytes of data is generated every day. 2.5 quintillion means in 2.5 into 10 power 18. 10 power 18 means 2.5 into 10 after 1 after 18 zeros, like that. That much data it's getting generated every day. So you can plan for these skills. Okay, you can have the skills. Okay, you can develop this data and analytical skills. Okay, and this one I've already told you. And sales and marketing here in Oman and in Gulf and in Western countries, anywhere in India, even in India, most of my friends know, you think that sales and marketing job, it's less, but I will tell you, they earn very high salaries, very high salaries. From my experience, I'm telling you. Okay, only in the initial stages only they have difficulty. Once they master the art of dealing with the people, class means finish. That's all. They don't have to turn back. Okay, why? Because this field is not yet automized. It is not yet automated. The other things, welding is automated. Okay, even in Tirupati, that Amar Raja batteries, I have seen when I was doing my project in Amar Raja batteries. Assalamu alaikum. Yes. क्या बोलो भाई? भी टाइम है ना? अभी है, अभी आधा घंटा हो गया। हाँ, ओके। कहाँ वो चले गया? रफी भाई चले गए? हाँ, है वो अभी हो गया? अच्छा, आधा घंटा। ओके, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm in the college right now. They want to lock it. Okay, no problem. Actually, until 7:30 Indian time, 7:30 we are allowed to be in the college. Maybe I thought maybe at home internet connectivity will not be good, so I'm here. I don't want to make things difficult. Okay. So you can think of this also. My friends in India, they are earning more than my salary in India itself. Okay, so it's not that if you go to foreign, we can earn more money. No, it's not like that. In India also, many people are earning so many, much more. Okay, in India also. So, मैं बिजी नहीं, 3L में हूँ, 3L में हूँ, मैं बिजी में हूँ, मैं बात करता हूँ, 3L का जब, okay, sorry, yeah, because my friends, I cannot deny that. Okay, this is very good field. If you want to plan to go to any country or even in India, okay, though one more thing, digitalization is becoming, in the near future, in 10 years, what will happen is the whole businesses, transactions, which will be online. That is what is the predictions. Okay, everyone from now after 10 years, they will have online shopping. Okay, so still we can plan how to develop a software. Now you can see even the supermarkets, they are having their own softwares. Okay, they are doing the home delivery for free. Okay, even in Bangalore, Chennai, okay, many places, okay, they are doing, even in small towns also they are doing. Okay, try to learn such things. Okay, predict much more. Okay, that's how it will make you bigger. Okay, we have to take chances at the early of our career. Once you are being into it, you don't have much choices. At the beginning, you have so many choices, and you have so many. You can have that. Okay, but once you go, you choose something, and then you start working. After a few years, it will be very difficult to start from the beginning again. So that's why choose anything. Data and analytical skills means one of my friends, they tell, who are working in software, what you will do means MS Excel we are doing, but we learn so many softwares, but they work only that data, that's all. Okay, so it's like a sales job is also, it's like marketing yourself. Okay, so this is the next thing, digital marketing. Okay, you can master MS Excel also. Okay, because Excel in the cells, the name itself tells you that it's excellent software. If you know how to use it, it's the best app. Okay, we have so many options in that. We don't know how to use many things. We just do maybe addition, subtraction, multiplication. We do that, this, okay, names, but we can do wonders with it. Okay, now whenever we are asked to do anything, okay, whatever the data we queue, individually we queue, but collectively they will get it in a different folder, and that nobody can touch. Like that, there are so many things you can learn that. Okay, and this is ruling the market now. PowerPoint is ruling now, and definitely I can tell you, if you are expecting to go into the teaching field, or your any field, marketing also, you need to know the skills of PowerPoint. You need to know, in that we can make some animations. You make it. Okay, you try to learn it. You try to master anything. I told you, you choose anything. You try to master it. You will have good future. Okay, and if you are planning to go to some other countries, try to learn few languages. It's very good, because in the pandemic, maybe you don't waste playing some games. Okay, that PUBG, some other things. Don't waste your time, because I never played PUBG. Just my nephews, they will be playing. Okay, so don't waste your time. Learn something new, whether it is a software, whether it is a language, and don't learn a language just to learn something. No, you think, if you want to go to some countries, specific countries. Suppose if you go to Gulf, you can learn Arabic. No need to master Arabic. Just a few words. Numbers is more than enough here. If you know the numbers, it's enough to deal with the market. Okay, whenever you go outside, you can deal with the people with numbers. That's all. Okay. few things you need to learn. Okay, no need to master also. Okay. So let me tell you the different job. What are the jobs you can do is you can go into aerospace, automotive, design engineer, draftsman, okay, contracting civil engineer, control and instrumentation engineer. Why I'm telling you, because mechanical engineer is doing civil job, computer engineer is doing electrical job. You don't believe this. Here in Oman, in my college also, the faculty, different people are doing different jobs. Understand? So maintenance engineer, I have told you, no, I worked as maintenance engineer for heavy equipment. Okay, maintenance means there is a so many maintenances will be there. Plant maintenance, okay, system maintenance, warehouse maintenance, many things. Okay, you can go into nuclear. Okay, you can go into piping and welding. This is very important when here Gulf countries, piping and welding. No, there are a few softwares also related to this. I will show you after a few minutes. Okay, you can master these piping softwares. Why? Because what these Gulf countries are meant. Okay, what the major GDP is from what? It is from this oil. So petrol, diesel. Okay, so they need that piping. Okay, but after, so they need these softwares. Okay, they have to work with this. So see, you may think what I can do in the hospital. Okay, a software engineer. If you, my friend, electrical, he studied BTech in electrical engineering. He did a masters in something else, and then he got into the software company. Now he is working in a hospital for Microsoft. Understand? There is nothing you cannot go and search a job in the hospital. No, you can go, still you have the job there, because nowadays everything is computerized. You can have a software job over there if you know how to work. That's it. Okay, in banks, you know, most of my students also are doing bank jobs. Okay, mining here, especially in my place in Oman, where I am. My place means where I live. No? Here there is a place where there is mining also. Okay, that mining also you can become an engineer. Here a mechanical engineer is my student's father. He is a mining engineer there. He is diploma in mechanical engineering, but still he is the boss of that particular area. Though he is only diploma, because he has mastered his skills. Okay, so it's nothing that everything you can do anything. Okay, you can do anything. So now the most advanced drones and robotics, you have heard, you have been hearing about this, okay, from many years. Okay, but drones, this is the new technology. Okay, we have to adapt to every new technology, and we have to get into it. We have to learn. That is what is important. Okay? CNC, robotics, drones are the market now. And recently I heard in India, they have collaborated with Germany, and they are giving virtual training on robotics, drones, and they are training even the faculty members also. So try to know these things. Okay, try to read, okay, the newspapers, okay, try to read the classic files. Okay, what every day, it's not that after the BTech you have to see the classified. No, right? Make it a habit. Okay, you see, try to see what are the different jobs and see what is the trending jobs and which will suit you. Plan accordingly. I will tell you that nobody was there to guide me when I was doing my +2 intermediate second year. I don't know what to do after my intermediate. I don't know what to do, because when I was in the class in my intermediate, I used to hear the lectures. After my 10th class, the 11th and 12th teachers, I felt they were the best teachers. I used to enjoy the classes. Wow. See, I was enjoying the classes. When you have the best teachers, you can enjoy the classes. So I felt that, okay, we can teach good in a good way, maybe the students can enjoy even studying. So I felt I want to go into this profession that time, but my father wants me to go into engineering, not specifically mechanical, any engineering. But someone told if a man means he has to go for electrical. So first I was planning for electrical, but due to some other reasons, my friends told no, we all will take mechanical. So like that, I took. But Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, miss, thank you, thank God. Okay, I'm happy that today I'm a mechanical engineer. I have a lot of opportunities. Okay. So now you need to have creativity, because whatever automation is there, okay, I think I have skipped this, sorry. Whatever automation, okay, still the machines not yet developed such a machines. Okay, only one Sophia, one humanoid robot is there in Saudi. It has got a citizenship also, Saudi citizenship of a lady humanoid, Sophia her name. Okay, you can search in the Google also. Okay, so but they have programmed artificial intelligence. Okay, it's not like, maybe you would have seen this Krish 3 movie. In that Hrithik Roshan, what he does know, he will tell, okay, he will develop a device, but it will not have the ability to control the power that's getting transmitted. The class is there, there. Never like this. Okay, sorry if someone is disturbing. Okay. So I was telling creativity. Okay, so though it is artificial intelligence, but there is some restrictions to it. So still we have the demand, creativity. Okay, so you can do blogging, Google Analytics, digital marketing. Okay, all these things I have already said. Okay, sorry. This is the future of learning and development. If you are planning to go into the teaching field, okay, or marketing field, this will help you. If you want to present, okay, they don't want to hear 1 hour lecture. Nobody wants to hear. And don't tell me, sir, you could have made 4 or 5 minutes of video, such video, and you would have just played. Why you are wasting our time? No, sorry. Okay, something, everything cannot be made like that. Okay, and we need a lot of effort and time is to be given for that. Okay, over a period of time we can do that when we master. Okay, so this one also I have told you, I think micro learning also. So micro learning is the future. So like narrating some things, like a story. If you want to teach a concept, try to narrate it in a story type. My teacher was there in engineering first year, English subject. My teacher, he used to teach us English, how to use the words, some different words like reason, cause. Okay, some people they use wrongly. He used to tell like a story. Okay, like that we have to narrate something in a story like that. Okay, that's how they retain for a long time. Okay, now in this pandemic we are teaching remotely. We are sitting at one place, the people are at different places. Okay, I will go little, I think finally this pros and cons of becoming a mechanical engineer. Okay, you have a lot of scope, okay, for growth, even in mechanical and any other fields related to you. Okay, you can go into any fields, and I will tell you, many people, it's just a degree. You think that you need to have a degree, minimum degree, with which you can go into any job. Okay, if you master the other skills, you can entirely go into that. Okay, many people are doing like that. It's not, okay, very difficult. Okay, now significantly there is a saturation of job, but a challenge, I promise you that definitely in the future again there is a market for the mechanical engineers, but still but still there is jobs. Still there is jobs. Okay, lots and lots of jobs. Okay, and recently I've been getting so many friends, from India, where I have to go for I want to do something, where I have to go. So for mechanical engineers, Germany is undoubtedly the best country for mechanical engineers. When I was in my first year, my teacher, forgot my surname, sorry, he used to tell, a mechanical engineer means he has to go for Germany once in his life, and he has to go and see the technology, how they are drastically developing, like that he told. So my aim is to at least go once and stay there for a few months and come back. At least that's what is my aim, because we have studied. Let me go and see the technologies, like that. Okay, I have not got the opportunity. Maybe if I get, I will never lose it. So there is a huge number of opportunities for the people who have skills, not only in Germany, Canada, UK, US, everywhere. I've just listed few. You can go anywhere if you have enough skills. Because many people, my friends, what they are asking is, they will tell, hey, I got some message recently. They are asking me to pay some money. Initially, they are asking me to pay. That's consultancies, consultancies. They're asking me to pay maybe 5,000 initially to acknowledge their name, and they will take their resume. And some people even worse, they're asking 1 lakh in the initial stages only. Okay, never go for such people. I will advise you, never go for such people. Why? Because when I came here, because the consultancies, they will be paid by the institutes. Okay, suppose the consultancy is, they will call us. Okay, I will see in the internet somewhere, it's my assignment somewhere. Okay, I see. Okay, in classifieds, the Hindu Chronicles. I used to see like that. So once I got to see this job and I applied, and they called me. Okay, you come to Bangalore. So I went and I attended the interview and finish. After the interview, maybe they will ask you, once you get the visa, ticket, everything, they will ask you to pay. But initially, nobody will ask you to pay. Without any job security, without any visa, without any ticket, no offer letter, no. Nowadays, no. Even now in this pandemic, many of my friends, they are asking me, okay, yeah, I got this, I got that. No, I told no. And later, they have not disturbed him also. Because these are all fake. Okay, because these consultancies, if they are not providing enough manpower, they themselves will lose their capability or credibility in the country, in the their links. No, they will. They don't have any credibility, and next time when they invite, they will not come. The companies, they doesn't come to them, the colleges or whatever it is. They don't go to that consultancy. So it's their duty. Maximum, if they get 1,000 means, wow, they will tell. They get 10,000 means, okay, this is the good company, like that. So their duty is to get as many people as possible and place in front of the interviewers, and from them they will select. One thing, in the recent article I have been, nowadays I have been into these articles. Recently I have seen in Oman, expats in the sense, the people who live, other country peoples like Indians, Philippines, Bangladesh, Pakistan, UK, US, other countries, any other countries, other than Omanis, there are 40% of the population here. One shocking thing, 80% of the people in private sectors are expats, and 40% in the government sector are expats. 80% of the private sector is expats. One thing, some of the companies, they give the best salaries. You don't believe. Some Indians are there in ports. Okay, here the main in the Gulf, petrochemicals. Okay, the ports and this mining and this here, especially in Oman, wherever you go, you find this limestone for cements. They export some tons every day, some tons of limestone to India. All the cement companies, majority of their limestone comes from Oman. I was shocked. Oh, I thought India is a very big country. India, no, because here it's 90% of the soil is limestone. That's why here, in the Gulf, no, it will be like dry like that. But luckily, the place where I am, it's like Kerala. Maybe in the movies you will be seeing like coconut trees, beaches, okay, like that. It's a beautiful place. But see how many job opportunities are there here. 80% of the private sector jobs are occupied by the other nationals other than Omanis, and 40% in the government sector also. This one from Oman. I don't know about the other Gulf countries. You know why? Because they are not skilled enough. These people are not yet skilled. That is the only reason we are here. If they learn the skills, if they master that, then we don't have any opportunity here. Until that time, we are safe. Understand? This is what is the main, I think people will be expecting. The other stories, no? Okay, for something. Just I want to tell you something else. Okay, because experience I wanted to share with you okay, that I told you, that piping software. Okay, you can go look into it in YouTube or Google it, and you can get these different softwares. Okay, you can see this, some piping design softwares. Okay, my friend, he was working in he is working now in Saudi. After mechanical BTech, he studied with me mechanical engineering, and he was just not average, also below average student only. He went to Saudi for some job. Then he did for some time, and he felt no, it's not working. He came back. He did one piping design software. He learned that course for a short time because he already worked there in Saudi. He had some contacts. Again, he applied. He got a very, very well-paid job there. Now he's well settled there. Understand? So, but I didn't know that. I didn't know. After meeting him only, I came to know. Okay, So there are so many things which we have not yet touched. Explore such things. Untouched things will have more demand because there is less exposure to that. So if you go there, more probability of getting the jobs. Understand? It's not a class, okay? It's my nature. It's my manners. It's my habit of. We are used to that. Okay, understand? Okay. My results. So some of the softwares are also there. You can master them also. You have to develop these skills: MathCAD, ability to write and evaluate equations. Okay, unit conversion, plotting. Okay, many other things. Okay, some yesterday also I have seen that FEA, finite element analysis, ANSYS. No? Here I taught ANSYS, SolidWorks, CAD. I taught a few semesters for almost here for us academic year we'll have 3 semesters. So continuously I taught for many semesters. Then I got bored. Okay, so if you want to master, I will suggest you a best teacher amongst you is Mr. Shivam Krishna sir. I have learned so many things when I was a subordinate to him. When I worked with him, I have seen. I have not seen such a nice, wonderful person. He's very, very helpful. That is the reason only. Actually, I am presenting because okay. This is the thing. These are the different softwares. Now, I want to show you. These are the different heavy equipments. So these are the different petrochemicals in Oman. Okay. So you can. I will forward this to. Have already forwarded to teacher Shiram sir. Okay. You can get it. Okay. These are all the different companies. So you can always. Okay. So if you see, most of the jobs are petrochemicals only. Why? Because here the major is petrol. Okay, and the other industries are very less here. Most of the items they are exporting. Okay, just why have put it? In Telugu there is a proverb. Teliste koti vidya, teliyakapote Brahma vidya. Means if you know something, it will be very easy. Like how the monkey, it goes from one branch to another. If you don't know, it's like, oh wow, like that. Okay, it's like that. So try to master the skills. That's my guidance. If you ask me for any guidance, that is the only thing I can tell. I'm sorry I have taken much time. I'm very sorry to bother you. And if you have any queries, anything related to any doubts that which I can ask you, really. Sorry for taking much of your time. Please feel free to ask me any doubts.
Yes, dear participants, if you have any queries, you can ask.
If you have anything like your job, what is in your mind, okay, like that. No, thank you. Okay, let me see the.
So actually, I have a doubt. Not doubt. I just need a clarification. You
Yes.
have studied in our JNTU college itself, and you are teaching in other countries. Is there any differences in the education system of in India and in other countries? And if there are differences, which is the best one?
Yeah, I think this one actually I wanted to tell, but I forgot. Thank you, ma'am. I'll tell you definitely. India, before when I was studying, I think we had one semester, 1 year for the first year. Following it will be 2 semesters, right? So now it has become, I think, every year 2 semesters. But here it is tri-semester, 3 semesters every year. So one will be short semester, summer semester. They tell. Now we are in the summer semester. It's only for 2 months. And this here, it's entirely different. UK standards. Everything is UK standards here. The Gulf countries, they follow UK standards of education, especially in Oman. How it is? Maybe I heard this thing in even in this WIT, Vellore Institute of Technology. I also heard this in a pamphlet I have seen. So how it is means the students have the choice to choose their own teacher. There will be different sections. Suppose if I take CAD, engineering graphics, for example, it's a first year course. Usually there will be 14 sections because here 4,000 to 5,000. It will be 4,000 to 5,000 students here. So amongst them, engineering stream, we have considerably high students. So there will be 14 to 14 sections. So in that case, what we will do, the students, they can choose. 25 students will be there in each section. They can choose any teacher anytime they want. Any teacher, anytime they want, they can choose. Maybe 8 to 11, 11 to 2, 2 to 5. Like that slots will be there. They can choose any slot of their own, of their choice. And they will make the timetable such that they will get 1 day at least leave in between or 2 days leave. Like that also they will make the timetable. Because, and one more thing is that in our India, all the students, first year means they will be sitting in one class, mechanical first year means they will be sitting in the one class. But here it's not like that. Every class they change the room. Even the teacher changes, the students also they change. Maybe one class will be in one building, the other class they will be in the other building. हाँ? भैया 6 बजे तक इधर का टाइम है, थोड़ा इंतजार करो। नहीं, थोड़ा इंतजार करो। Okay, sorry. So, and the standard of education, if you ask me, it's very, very less. Very less. In India, it's highly, we cannot compare. We cannot compare because it's nothing here. We are teaching nothing, almost nothing. If you ask the head of the department, He'll tell, sir, it's nothing. We are not bothered how you are teaching. They want to just manage the students. No, in the interview they asked me a question repeatedly. I have to share this. What if a student shouts in the class or is making a noise, is disturbing the class? What will you do? I told I will ask him. I will because it's not my nature, but it's in the interview. I told him, sir, I will ask him to be quiet, calm. I told him I will request him to be calm, sir. Then again he insisted me. Again he asked me the same question. I told, sir, okay, I will again ask him, sir, please keep quiet like that. Again he was asking 3-4 times. He was asking. Then I told him, sir, if I am not able to, I will inform it to my head of section, and I will try to see how we can fix that student. Like that, I told him. So here, the textbook, no, it will be, we will make the textbooks. They will not follow the standard books, nothing. Whatever the material we type, we upload, that only they will study. And we have to ask the questions only from that only, nothing from outside. Because here the students, they are, especially the place where we are here, they are mountain. The people, they come from the mountains. They are the maybe first generation kids. They are studying here. Just first, and the second is just coming. The next layer is coming. So we cannot emphasize much. Okay, we cannot give them much pressure. And even for them, education is free, and they will be paid if they come to college with 75% of attendance. They will be paid with 20,000 Indian rupees almost. And one more thing is that if they are doing some other job, maybe in army and police or some other job in some other industries, they can do the part-time, and very costly education. If they want to do the part-time, and in our college, only Omanis can study. Part-time, they will charge for each course 60,000 rupees each, and there is no place for other expats. They cannot. There are some other private universities where the expats can study, but here it's only government college, only for Omanis, for their nationals. I hope I tried to convince. I told enough, but because I can tell for hours, okay. But
Yes.
is it okay, ma'am? Saujanya, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got correct information. Thank you, sir. Yes,
Anything?
yes, participants, still if you have any queries, you can ask to the speaker, please.
Good evening, Karim sir. Here, Srinivas speaking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, it was a very informative session which you enlightened regarding over the Gulf. So
Okay,
it was like you have given a lot of information how the things will happens there, because we were
Yes,
not aware of it, how the things will be there, and you told about the quality of students, how the things are there.
Yeah,
We are in the same domain field. We are also will deal with the quality of students. Yes, sir. Well, it's a nice presentation, sir. Kindly share your contact details, sir, so that in future, even I am a faculty, so that will be useful for both of us, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. Definitely.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Definitely.
Sir, after end of the session, we will provide, sir, whatever the details of all sessions.
Maybe some misconceptions.
organization
Do you have any
details.
misconceptions about
Sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, Karim sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, Karim sir. Welcome.
Good evening, sir. Yes, this is Dr. Khajuria from Jammu.
Yes, sir.
And I have, yes, sir. So, sir, I have just one question. That
Yes, sir.
as you told that this is the first generation and the second generation, maybe they are into
I'm
it
telling
also
you,
now.
I have told you the place where I have worked, sir. Where I'm
Right. Okay. Sir, I just wanted to know that the place where you are working or as a country as a whole, do they follow the OBE system, the outcome-based education system?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Outcome based throughout the country, the same, sir. Now they have unified everything, sir. Unification has been made. Before it was only a technical college. Now, before technical college and Salala College of Technology, the name was. Recently, they are 1 year back. They have changed it. and they have clubbed two different colleges into one. Now, University of Technology and Applied Sciences. Before, Applied Sciences was different college, government, and this was different college, and now both they have made into one, and they have made it into a university.
Okay. But sir,
Sir,
my
I am in the
question was
south.
that-
Actually, I am in the south, sir. One second, sir. I am in the south of
Right.
this Oman. Here, this is the situation. But in north of Oman, they are well educated, and here the people are very kind, good, very good. And in north, already they are first generation, or it's in the second generation, because most of the positions in the north they are taking by themselves. Sir, next query, sir. What, sir? You are telling something. Sorry to interrupt you.
No. Actually, I was just asking about the OBE system. Are they following that or not? That's it.
Yes, sir. Sir, this standards, actually, sir, so many things. No, if you see everything, they have the standards. This objective, course outcomes, course objective, everything will be there. It will be from UK. They have been formulated. They get this from there, because most of the people from Oman here, there is no higher education here. They do it from UK. Mostly they do it from UK, Singapore, Malaysia, like that. So they are adapting that UK educational system, because in the beginning they went there and they found it was better, so they have adapted. That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, still any queries?
Misconceptions, if you have, you can ask me. About Gulf, anything. No. Alhamdulillah, no. Mushraf Sheikh. There isn't anything like torture, manipulation, as you see in social media. I will tell you, Oman people are very decent. Maybe in other country, I don't want to name it, in Gulf country, I heard that. I personally heard from very close of mine. I heard that. And that too, they torture only the people who are maids, no, who are at home, because you see they go for working at home. They right from the day beginning, no, morning to night, they have round the clock they have to work. So it's like torture for them, because see, nobody is forcing you to go there. We are going for money. Okay, they are actually recruiting us for that purpose. If you're not doing that, maybe then you are not able to do proper justification if they feel that. But manhandling, no, they will not, never. In other professions, I'm telling you, in the college, everything. Okay, sir, here the pay scale and its salary is on time. Until today, before, no, it was still very good, but now also very good. What is that is? Suppose this is the month of June, right? June 23rd, we will get the salary of the June month. The June month salary we will get on June 23rd. If it is, suppose June 23rd is on Saturday, suppose, for example. Saturday is a holiday, Friday is a holiday. Okay, 23rd, 22nd, 21st, you will get the salary. Like that. You will not get on 24th because it's a Saturday, you will get on 24th. No, until today, we never see. Suppose that to 8 o'clock morning, 8 to 8:30. Sometimes the same day we will get. Sometimes some problem happens, no, maybe due to some reasons, technical reasons. If maybe up to 10 o'clock we don't get the salary, we will be waiting. No, what happened? Like that. So definitely, until now we have not faced that problem. And before and all, when we go to vacation, give 3 months salary. Suppose June, usually from the next month we have the vacation, July, August, September. So from the month of July, August, September, they give the 3 month salary and they send like that. They give that. Before in hand they will give and they will send. But due to some reasons, they have stopped it. Now only every month they are paying, but in time until now. No need to scare. Okay, here there are so many people. There are social clubs, Indian social club, and Indian social club also. There are Karnataka wing, Andhra wing, okay, Punjab wing. They play that tournaments, games. They call people from other places. Okay, they have other things. The quality of the students, if you ask me, I told you, very less. Only very few handful students we see. We will get amazed. One student at least is very good. They will catch very fast. Like Indian students, if you compare the last student in your class, okay, he will be the topper in here. He will be the topper of the university. That's what I can tell. The quality of students is. But of course, some students are the infrastructure, no doubt. You know, very hi-fi technology they will use. If you want, see, for anything, they give so much of free. If you want to buy anything, any labs, no, everything, hi-fi equipments are there. Even we have CNC machines, everything we have. Lathe, we have spacious, everything spacious, because it's a government college, right? It's a government ministry, directly ministry funded. So there is a very good infrastructure here. No, we cannot do three PhD here. Here we cannot do. But I have heard recently we have a 3D printer here, and one of my friends who is working on that, he told recently we have a presentation on that. They are planning to build construction, a building, complete building using the 3D technology. And recently I have attended a webinar in that, by using the drones, they will take the pictures. Okay, they will take pictures of the building and they will make the prototype of the building with the 3D printing. Now you cannot imagine what we call. It's beyond your imagination. No, here you cannot do PhD. Sir, I'm a student. You take for example, mechatronics, robotics in session. What is the main difference between robotics and mechatronics, and which one is better? This is like robotics, you know. See, robotics is nothing but nowadays even these Chinese products coming, robots. How my daughter know, recently we saw, we get these pamphlets, no? In that there was a robo. It will help, it will guide, it will take care of the children. So she wanted, Daddy, I want that robo, I want robo. Because she saw that Rajinikanth movie, Robo, no? Every day she sees that movie. She likes. So she wants that robo. So robotics, mechatronics, actually they will apply that knowledge of mechatronics in the robotics also. Okay? But I have to have more time to explain that. But you can study in the Google and internet. You can have much clarifications in that. Okay. And if you ask me, robotics will be my choice, and mechatronics is also not less. But I'm planning to, in the future, near future, I'm planning to do research on robotics. That's why, because I felt it's the future. Mechatronics, many things will be included already in that. Okay, if you are a student, I sincerely request you, please, you study, you understand, okay, and try to bring the command over both the subjects. It will help you equally. Understand? Because mechanical, it's a combination, mechanical with electronics, no? Because electronics is now whatever the technology, it's electronics, nothing, okay? So mechanical with electronic is the best, okay? And robotics uses many technologies. Internally, it has so many other technologies, okay? You can go for, because if anyone asks me, I cannot specifically tell this or that. If you ask me, I am planning to go for robotics in the near future. I'm planning to go for, maybe I'm planning maybe to go to Japan and do some research there. It's my plan, okay? I'm not sure. Okay. In language is used as medium of teaching. English here, English is the language of medium, because we don't know any other language here. Arabic, everything we don't know. Though I'm a Muslim, I don't know to speak Arabic, but I can read with very, very slow, okay? Like how the children, no, ABCD they read, no? Like that, LKG students. Okay. What about research opportunities? Can we do postdoc. No, here you cannot do PhD itself. Even we don't have that. We don't have research here. You don't have any scope of research here. If you want to do research, I advise you to go for Japan, because Japan, Germany, you can go any other place also, UK, anywhere. But if you want to have the skills, I recommend you to go to technical side, where the countries which are best, you choose. I know the students are better than the teachers nowadays because of this computer, this YouTube. Now YouTube University is so many universities are also there, so many students. Okay, and if you ask me, go for some other countries. Okay, here there is no, because here even we can do research. We are doing research every day. We do some project every semester. We do some project, even TRC project. I told you, but only it's constrained only to that. We can do research papers. That's all. This is the branch I am in, mechanical and industrial engineering, this combo branch. I am working here because I want to do research in industrial engineering area. Yeah, it is there, but you cannot come and do. I told you, this is a government college. You cannot do, and it's very costly, even for the humanists itself who are doing the part-time. No, for them it is very costly. Yes.
Yes.
Anything?
Any questions? Any questions, my dear participant? Any questions?
Sir, good evening, sir.
Yes, once again, please. What? Humble.
Sir, this is Naveen. This is Naveen
sir.
speaking, sir. I'm a student in mechanical engineering, sir, doing my final year BTech.
Yes, Naveen, tell me.
Can you please guide me for completion of my graduation? Which path is better to develop myself, sir, and do a job, doing a job, sir?
I will tell you one thing. Telugu lo oka saamata. You know Telugu, Naveen? Telugu, you know?
Yes, sir. I'm from Andhra Pradesh. I am from Andhra Pradesh.
Most of the students will be from Andhra Pradesh only. Okay. Just I wanted to tell you one thing. Durapu kondalu nurupu antaru annamata. Ante the thing which is farther, okay, it looks very beautiful, and you think I can guide you, but you don't underestimate your teachers who are there. Okay, definitely I bet you there is not seen in my teaching career. I have not seen such a great person, Sivaram sir, HOD. It's not like I want to praise him. He will not give me any money. Okay, he's my. I have associated with many people. He can give you best guide. You can get from your teachers. But definitely, if you wish that, if you want any guidance, definitely I will guide you. I will give my email. You can email. If anything, if you have any doubts, anything, definitely I will help you. But
yes, sir. Strictly, I don't want to join in IT.
Sir also worked with a company, foreign company. He was working 2 jobs simultaneously. I was shocked. How you can do, sir? One in one country. I don't remember exactly that country. Some people were recruited just because of him in the night shift, because he was busy in the other slot. So he's not an ordinary man amongst you. Okay, he looks simple, but he's an extraordinary man. Okay, try to get help of your teachers. Definitely, every teacher already they have gone through their phase like me. How I have. Only thing is, my experience is from Gulf. Okay, especially Saudi, and some of my friends from other countries. When we talk how this working environment, how the fields are now there. Okay, Naveen. Okay, definitely.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if you want, I can guide you. Who are near to you, you can directly link directly. You can get from them. If it is not enough, additionally, if you want, definitely I can help you. Not only you, anyone who come to me, I can definitely guide them, no problem. Since it's a session on career on a friendly note, my question is, what is the scope presented to come as a teacher there? Core is mechanical engineer and PhD and masters in industrial and production, presently working as associate professor and head mechanical engineering in a private institute. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, actually,
Sir,
You have very good opportunities. Yes, Naveen.
sir, what is my motto is I don't want to join in IT sector, sir, because I don't. I choose my BTech career in mechanical, so that's why I would like to stick in this mechanical softwares only, sir. So that's why I would like to go through this mechanical software, sir, and that too I'm so interested in automobile sector, sir. For that automobile sector, which
Definitely.
software are very helpful to learn, sir? Which are helpful
Yeah.
to.
Yesterday you have seen that seminar, no? One person he has
Yes, sir.
a resource
Yes,
person.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Theory and
ANSYS,
yes, sir.
ANSYS,
Yes, sir.
CATIA. Yeah, you can do
Yes.
ANSYS. Okay, you
Okay.
can master it. Here, one of my colleague, he will not use the mouse. He will just do the coding. ANSYS also they can do the coding. He has
Yes,
mastered
sir.
it that level.
Okay,
So
sir.
I told you, learn anything. Your decision is very good because you have chosen mechanical. Why do I have to go for a software? Yes, my intention was also that I didn't like to go for software, but luckily
Yes.
somehow I'm here. Okay, no problem. But your decision is good because mechanical engineering is a live thing. We can enjoy. We can see the things. It's not like current or electronics. We have to imagine the field, that this. Okay, we have to imagine so many things out there. Okay,
Yes, sir.
it's better you go automobile. There is a very good future,
Yes, sir.
here in each house, every person is having a car. My student, he comes in the costliest car, and even beside him, my car, though it's a big car only, it will be like a small toy. That much big cars they come. Okay,
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir.
it's a good scope is there. Definitely automobile, definitely you can. But I'm telling you, it's only you cannot some skills, additional skills, softwares also
Yes,
you have to go through. Definitely, then
yes, sir. Yes,
only
sir.
you can excel in it.
Yes, sir.
And it's nothing complicated. Every day you give half an hour or 1 hour. Okay, in the beginning it will be difficult to adapt. Okay, slowly you try
Sir.
that. This nothing will happen. You can install 100 times, 1,000 times, no problem. Okay, software, nothing will happen. The computer, okay,
Okay.
you can do it wrong, no problem. Do it wrong. Ultimately you'll get right. Okay, don't worry.
Okay, sir.
uh,
Okay, sir.
Mr. Johnny sir has asked some question. Sir, here you will have a very good future, sir. Definitely, because mechanical. Here, one more thing I will tell you. You may not be believing in the engineering, especially in the engineering, we have mechanical and industrial, electrical, and civil and architecture. Only three branches we have: mechanical and industrial, electrical, and civil and architect. So it's not that other engineering they are learning, some others are also learning, but it comes in the different field. Okay, here this is the engineering streams. In the engineering department we have these things only. In you will have, sir, definitely, and but you have to wait, sir. Now the situations are not so welcoming. You may have to wait for some time, and you can go through this Oman Times of Oman classifieds, something like that. You can see the classifieds. Even in the Deccan Chronicle, Hindu also they are posting, sir. You can go through those things also. It's my Ascent Times, no. Those things you can go through them. I got that from that internet only. Okay, and you may be amazed for one more thing, that we don't know when the interview is going to be conducted also. Even the only the higher officials they will be knowing, and we don't know actually. They will not be discussing with us. Only they will put it in the paper. If you are looking it, you can see, sir, how much amount approximately will have for doing research in industrial engineering. I done bachelor's in mechanical, master's in industrial, so I want to do research in industrial, sir. So how much amount? See, once again, it's depend upon what you choose. Okay, if you choose something like logistics and something like logistic planning. Suppose there was a company in Amar Raja, they were doing industrial experience. I'm talking about that. They wanted to increase their capacity of output. Okay, production capacity. So they wanted to increase their plant. So that time they were doing so many things. What is the present logistics? What will be the future logistics? Okay, there is so many things. If you go for that some such things, the cost will be very less. If you go for some other things, it depends what you choose. Definitely. Okay, how much it costs, it depends on what you choose. It will be different for different. It can't be the same. No, my shirt size is different, another person's shirt size is different. Okay, different people have different size. Okay, different things will have different. Okay. Okay, Deepak Velmurugan. I think, sir, I think he's a faculty. I think. Sorry. Yes. I think I'm justifying your answers. I hope. I think I'm justifying you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, Karim sir. Sir, thank you, Karim sir. Such a wonderful session regarding a career opportunities in Gulf, other countries. You explained very well. I think a bachelor's who are completed for engineering graduates also, whatever they have the doubt, they cleared. I think so. It's a very good opportunities. Thank you very much, sir. In future, we are going to contact you regarding placement point of view, or maybe like these sessions also. We have to do. Please, very thank you very much, sir.
So thank you, sir, Sivaram sir.
Next,
I'm very blessed to have you.
thank
Thank
you,
you for
thank you.
for giving me an opportunity,
Uh,
and thank you
sir,
for each and everyone who patiently heard my nonsense. Sorry for maybe I would have taken some much time. Sorry.
I think maybe this is session is only 1 hour. I think now it's 2 hours is taking time. There is no
Sorry, sir,
problem, sir.
Sivaram sir. I
Whatever
am
the
sorry, sir.
no, it's not a sorry. It's not a sorry. It's just
No.
whatever we are getting information. No, we are
Yes,
India.
sir.
You are in other countries.
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
yes. Okay. Thank you, sir, for accepting the invitation. For whatever you
Yes, sir.
have the critical time in critical situation, also you are spending a time lot.
Yes,
Very
sir.
nice
Today
session, sir.
really it was
Thank you
very
very
hectic
much.
day, sir. Today it was a very hectic day, but I made it. Thank you.
Actually, problem is today is the last session. Everybody is anxieting like we will get a certificate. Okay, thank you very much, sir. Madam, let's start the next session, madam.
Yes. Yeah, now it's time to for vote of thanks. I'm Saujanya, Assistant Professor of SVR Engineering College. Consider the occasion as an honor and privilege to extend the vote of thanks to all who have helped us in making this session such a big success. On behalf of SVREC College, I express my heartfelt thanks to all the speakers, especially our Karim sir, for such a great and interesting sessions, and also for clarifying the participants' doubt with the very patiently. And the session is also very crystal and clear, sir. And also, I would like to thank all the participants who have got registered and attended all the 6 days FDP. And I hope everyone has profited and enriched your knowledge through these FDP sessions. And mainly, I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to the management and especially to our principal, sir, Dr. Mallikarjun Reddy, sir, for the perfect logistic and moral support and for the guidance. Without your support, this would not happen, sir. Once again, thank you so much for your support, sir. And also, I would like to add a thank to our HOD, sir. You have made the best arrangements for this program in a very short time. And thank you very wholeheartedly, sir. And finally, I would like to thank all my colleagues for their cordial cooperation. And finally, I would like to add two lines because as we are all the faculty, I would like to say thank by telling this poem. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. I think with these lines, I can thank all the participants who have attended this session. Jai Hind. Thank you. Thank you, participants.
Thank you, sir, Karim, sir.
And
Thank you, dear
also,
participants.
yeah, by tomorrow, we will distribute the certificates. You can check your mails. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Sivaram sir.
organizations and make it